Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, and it's the third Knives Out movie, and I really enjoyed the first one, and they're all directed by Ryan Johnson, and I haven't seen a movie where I really hated something that he made. I was not a fan of Looper. I think that's the only one I didn't like, but I enjoyed Last Jedi for what it was, from memory at least, and these Knives Out movies, I've seen all three of them, and I thought this one was pretty good. I liked it about as much as the first one from memory, although I don't remember too much about these movies in terms of like my own personal enjoyment, other than, yeah, those were good. That was good. I liked that. I was entertained, and it was pretty much the same thing here. I was entertained. The dialogue in this movie was well written and fun, and it was something to keep me going and interested to see where things would eventually go. And the movie is very well written, and I do feel as though that's this movie's greatest strength is the writing. Like, if you enjoy how things are written, then the movie will work for you. And the tone of the movie also is something that you're going to have to be up for. And it's pretty easy to get into, I think, if you're up for like a kind of whodunit murder mystery that's kind of somewhat upbeat. Then, in terms of like, oh, this is kind of fun and fast paced, like you'll enjoy the movie. And I was a bit worried going into it with the 2.5 hour runtime. I was like, are we gonna do something with this runtime or not? And fortunately, I wasn't bored. I was with the movie the entire time, and I didn't feel as though it was overstaying its welcome. And I like the characters in this movie a lot, and they're interesting characters, and the movie has a great cast as well. And I was surprised as to like how many actors I actually know or am familiar with, and they were all in this movie, and I thought they did a great job. And Daniel Craig, obviously, he's a highlight, and I also enjoyed where the story went and the directions that we got, and it was always entertaining. And you think it's going to be one thing, but then it turns out, oh, that's actually not the case, and it keeps going deeper and deeper in terms of where things are going, and you can never quite predict where things are going to eventually lead up. For the most part, there are some parts that are kind of somewhat predictable, but the film as a whole, I don't feel as though it was disappointing in terms of the reveals that were going on. Like, you can definitely make predictions and say, oh, that character's kind of suspicious, and I am assuming that's really what's going to be going on here. But then the movie shows you, oh, maybe there's just something else going on. There's more to it, and it develops it. And I don't feel as though anyone will leave this movie unsatisfied with the story alone. Like, it's a pretty good story that works very well. And like all of these Knives Out movies, from memory, I liked how this one wrapped up, and I found it to be satisfying and worked pretty well, in my opinion. And I did have some issues with this movie. They're not huge issues for the most part. There was just some editing choices that were a little bit distracting, and there were some jump scares that I can do without. And I had one issue with a particular sound design choice that was distracting for me. And my biggest issue with this movie would probably be just some moments of cheese that didn't quite work for me. As in, like, unintentionally cheesy. I was like, that doesn't really work for me. But most of the movie, I was with it, and I liked where we went by the end of it. I was entertained, and it's a good movie that I think you would enjoy. I don't really see many people walking away from this movie saying that was bad. I can see some people thinking it's going to be too long, but I don't feel as though it overstayed its welcome, like I've said earlier. And everything that it wants to achieve, it just does so, and it just remains enjoyable, satisfying, and gives you what you would want, and it's good overall. And it also looks nice. And that's about all I have to say about Wake Up Dead Man and Knives Out Mystery. It was good, I liked it, and I would definitely recommend that you check it out. I'm not sure which one is my favorite. Might be the first one, but I'll have to rewatch all of these movies, and and I'm not opposed to doing so. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out Mystery, a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thought of Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out Mystery, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Black Widow. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.